Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. It's Saturday. On Saturdays, I try to do Cellar Saturday, where I drink something off the shelves behind me, but from my cellar. And I'm a little discombobulated, as you can tell. The beers are already poured. What's going on? So I already did this review. Actually filmed another video that came out before this, my Thursday video, my Mount Rushmore of craft beer people. And then went to edit the videos, and I noticed that my review was only 1 minute and 22 seconds. I'm like, well, that's not reality. And what had happened is I film in my basement, and I do not always get good reception down here. But if I'm filming and using the camera, and someone calls, it seems to cut the video. And so I haven't been in the habit, just because I don't get great service down here and people don't typically call me. But sure enough, the American Red Cross called me, and that did cut it off. So I'm going to do a re-review, which is always weird. I already said my thoughts on it. And then I know what sometimes when I'm doing it again, it's like, wait, did I say that before or not? Did I say it on this, video that you guys are actually seeing? So anyway, let's get into it. It looks like it's a 2018 vintage. Whatever I put in the title will definitely be right. It's a little smudged on the bottle. It's Dogfish Head's wood-aged Bitches Brew, coming at 9% ABV. Stout brewed with honey. I'm trying to drink down adjuncted beers I have on these Saturday videos, and I'm having a hard time finding any that have adjuncts anymore. So this one has the barrel aging, which I'm not worried about. That is an adjunct, and honey, which actually I'm also not worried about. But it was the only one I could find when I was looking the other day. So that's why I chose this one for today. Love the first time I ever had this. I loved it. My friend Jeff and I split a 750 milliliter of it. He's also a fan of the album, and really like that beer. This one fresh. This one fresh, I thought was fine, but it wasn't as good as like that first 750 milliliter we had. I don't know. But anyway, this one I like a lot more. When I first poured it, it actually had 2 fingers of a light mocha head, which obviously doesn't show now. This glass is actually specifically wood-aged Dogfish Head beer glass. Like, that's why it has the wood grain on it. I don't use it a whole heck of a lot because I haven't gotten a lot of their wood-aged stuff. The beer itself is really dark brown into light black. Let's get into the aroma. So wood, 2 ways. You get the barrel-aged wood, and then you get like this earthy mulchiness. Little bit, it's everything. That smells exactly how it did the first time I reviewed it. The only thing I'm going to add here, the one that no one will ever see because I didn't record, a little bit of licorice, which I did not get initially, but there's a little bit of licorice. Good level of chocolates, dark chocolate, to be very specific, and I'm stealing this from Keith from 93 Lumber, who's brought this up a couple of times recently. Taza chocolate, T-A-Z-A, it's a company, amazing chocolate. It smells like that. It's definitely darker chocolate, although there is some sweetness to the beer. It doesn't make the beer smell, and there's some vanilla too. It doesn't make it go milk chocolate for me. A little bit of roast, not enough where I would think there's coffee in it. And yeah, definitely this nice earthy, slight red, like generic red berry thing. Not particularly fruity other than that. But yeah, let's see about the taste. Cheers. A little fly down here. Yeah, there's sweetness, but it's relatively dry. And again, like even with the sweetness, my mind does not go to milk chocolate. It's pretty darn dark chocolate. The oak barrel aging throughout. About halfway, the sweetness kicked out the door. Then it's roasty, but it's not that roasty of a beer, but it's roasty, drying from the wood, barrel aging. Hides the alcohol pretty well. You get like a little bit of warmth at that point too. So like all these things that can dry it out work together to dry it out. Let's see what else. It's so weird doing a review this way, let alone having this little bug distracting me. A little bit of that licorice comes through in the taste. Slight brown bread, without being like rye, spicy of a beer. I don't taste the honey. I think it probably just ferments out. I do like this better now than I remember liking it fresh, so that's really rad. And yeah, that's all I got. Have you guys had this one before? What are your thoughts on it? Do you remember the OG that was not wood barrel aged? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.